You're gonna have to be more specific.
Well, there's a red 18 in front of us.
Ah, I'm behind you a little bit. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to fight Jester with the radar, though.
Oh, so Mini's the back aircraft.
Ah.
Alright. Canthier, I'm gonna lock and shoot at Mini first then.
Yeah.
Ah.
Do you want to engage first engagement, Canthier, RWS or TWS?
Hard lock, soft lock?
Probably TWS.
I don't believe you can track in RWS.
I can lock you guys in RWS.
So it's not TWS?
Oh, RWS will go into secret market track once you fire, and then it's that's where you start getting the death.
Unable.
Bullshit. AKA non-TWS.
For example.
So it's STT then?
Yes. I just refer to it as RWS because it's easier to not have to explain to multiple people, multiple different radar modes 90% of the time.
I just call it locking them.
I'm gonna spread out to your
locking.
left.
Ray gun.
Not on me.
I'm clean.
Unless... No, my RWR is on.
No, I can't do that.
I gotta admit, it bothers me not to be sending Phoenixes your way in return.
No, I can't do that.
So much.
Practice and habits.
Jester just does not feel like using the radar today.
Mongoose spike. F-18.
Okay, let's go back. Alright, ray gun, are you spiked again?
Still spiked.
Thank you.
But I could just be in the beam. I'm still kind of close to him laterally.
11 o'clock, he's locking us.
Being spiked. Here we go. Let's have some fun.
So I actually done much exact air soccer rifle today's because there's
Unable.
various difference.
Alright, Manny.
Roger that.
You've got one Fox 3 in the air towards you, Manny.
Copy. What was the range you fired it from?
30.
Yeah, right.
At this point in the engagement, you should already have a Phoenix on the way towards him.
Well, yeah.
Obviously.
No, like in a real engagement.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna break right and try to...
It's game time. Missile, 11 o'clock.
I have to maintain this. Alright, and we
Break
are
right.
firing in 2 seconds.
Christ, Princess.
1 second. And it is tracking on you. Maybe it is live on its own. I'm going to turn back around and I'm breaking my lock off of you and I am heading out.
We got a spike on our 9, on our 9. And spike, 11 o'clock.
I'm just going to keep making sweeps in Canter to give the proper engagement distance practice.
So yeah, remember the idea is to move, or there's two ways you can beat it. You can either beam it and make it lose track, or you can try to kill its energy.
That's what I'm trying to do, both. Well,
Ideally, do both.
yeah, I'm
In order to
backing
kill
off.
its energy, you need to move the intercept point as far away from, as far around as possible.
These 90-degree turns help.
Yes, they do. Have you heard of the F-pole maneuver?
Stand by.
It works best against Fox 1s rather than 3s.
What, F-pole?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just explaining it's a good way to explain the concept of move the intercept point around.
I never actually broke the lock, though. So I just defeated it energy-wise.
That doesn't matter. A defeat
It's
is a
defeated.
defeat is a defeat.
Yeah, but I
You
did
don't have
start
to-
it early. So.
I mean, I fired an absolute fucking, like, gut-wrenching, it would have been a much better shot if I had been in TWS and not told you I was shooting at you kind of shot.
Yeah. I started turning about 5 seconds-ish before I basically got the pit bull warning.
Yeah, and in the real, engagement, you would not be given that information.
Right. Alright, so go ahead and try it again on me.
Are you locked?
No.
I'm not.
No?
Now I am.
Okay, 20. Shot. Off the rails.
Copy. This time I'm gonna wait until...
That is a 15-second time mini until it goes active. We're 10 seconds to it going active.
Copy.
So yeah, first thing, look at your RWR, see where the missile's coming from.
3, 2, 1.
Missile,
Active.
missile,
Warning
missile.
received.
12 o'clock. Hot.
10
Great
seconds.
right.
Looks like you got a defeat, Minnie.
Still giving me the, beep of death.
Yeah, but you've already beaten its
Yeah.
time to target, so it's probably gonna have overshot at this point, or it's trying really fucking hard to chase your ass down.
Yeah,
If it's
defeated.
overshot, he would not be getting the warning. It might be out of energy though.
Warning dropped. Defeated.
Yeah, he dove, so it might have still been seeking him out and just not had the energy to chase him. Was my point.
So let me get this straight. It doesn't give you a missile warning until it goes active. So even with RWS, you basically have to imagine that if you don't know their range, that there's going to be a missile coming soon. Because usually with the Fox 1, you get the death beam missile the second you fire, but with Fox 3s apparently that's not the case. That's something I didn't quite know about.
RWRs basically
There's-
work at
yeah.
high-frequency radar pings, which is what the missile uses for very, 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 very frequent updates for position and velocity. That's when the
There's
plane
three
goes,
different.
I'm targeted.
There's 3 different modes for every radar. There's, hey, I see you. There's, hey, I know right where you are, and I can launch a missile right where you are at any time. And then there's, hey, I'm guiding a missile to your exact location.
Yep.
With 3 different levels of resolution.
Okay, I'm gonna get a new plane. I'm out of chaff.
What makes TUWS so nasty is it doesn't usually give as good of a warning, and it lets you chase multiple targets. Like, for example, you heard how I've been saying I'm locking you, and then I'm locking the second time, and I'm hard locking my target. When that hard lock does give off a different, hey, dumbass, something's, locking you, but it doesn't give you a missile warning because there's no missile in the air just from a hard lock.
If I'm correct, RWS has a, I forget exactly what it's called, but it's like a TWS, but scan zone. It's called SAM.
Roger that.
Something.
I am turning around and coming back in, guys.
I'm dropping tanks.
Basically, the first time you lock target, it'll give you a 15-degree zone of search.
Yes.
Wilco.
The target.
Yes, it does. That's why you have to, if you use RWS, you'll note you usually have to lock the same target twice to get a hard lock on them.
Looks like nails. 1 o'clock.
The difference between
There's
that and TWS,
a
though, is
bandit,
TWS is
raw,
explicitly
050,
designed because you're searching
95
around
miles.
for targets and all that shit while you're having fun, so to speak.
Alright, I'm back in here.
Alright.
Okay, there is a bandit. 035, 52
Yeah,
miles.
do you want
27,000.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, you are hard locked. We are at 22.
Yep, spiked. I'm currently cold on you.
Loft shot. $20 seconds to acquisition. Gonna throttle back just to let you keep some distance from the actual kill range on the missile.
Wilco.
10 seconds to acquisition.
Copy.
3, 2, 1. Missiles.
Roger.
Sure.
10 seconds to target.
Okay, why are you unhappy with me?
All right, you ready? Let me know when you're ready for a second one, Panther.
Already broken?
Fox, 10 seconds to acquisition. 13 nautical mile shot.
Pucker time.
Oh, hey, Jester.
3, 2, 1. Acquisition.
There is a friendly, raw,
And
065, 23 miles, Angels 9.
You get a good defeat, Panther.
Alright. I've still got missile warning.
It's still probably seeking you.
It's just I know it's too high, Jester. That's the point.
I assume the missile seeker has some sort of tracker,
Nails, 12 o'clock.
or like some really high cable to the tracker. So it's probably like diving towards the ground at that point,
Alright.
but it's still locked on.
I'm gonna let you pick some speed up, Panther, because this would be a little bit of an unfair shot.
Nails, 11 o'clock.
Especially for a training you require target. You're trying to practice defeating at BVR. A 7 nautical mile aim 120 shot seems a little, nasty.
I think I loaded aim 7s on those, by the way. Roaming unit.
Yeah, I've got Sparrows.
On both planes.
Spike on our
Alright,
nose,
Vinny,
12
are you
o'clock.
ready?
Ready.
Shot. I can't think.
Hi.
Okay, missile warning.
He's locking us, 9 o'clock.
Alright, mean one, Vinny. Shot. Missiles active off the rail.
Copy.
Got a spike, 3 o'clock. Missile, 3 o'clock. Hot, break left.
You ready again, Vinny?
Copy.
Missile is active off the rail.
I think I accidentally just blacked myself out. Either that or I'm dead.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Dead. I hit the ground. I pulled too many
Yes, you
G's.
did. Having fun back there, Panther.
Eh. Let's see now what I could do with that.
Looks like nails, 1 o'clock. Can't do that, sir.
Often the hardest thing in the 14 is just acquiring the goddamn target.
Alright, back in the air.
Roger.
Copy. I'm turning for you.
Okay.
I got one last AMRAM and then I'll have to reset.
Copy.
Tanks pickled.
Let me know if you want to.
Now he's launching us, 1 o'clock.
That was me.
I'm not going to tell you when I fire this one.
Okay. This means he's already fired.
Stand it, raw, 050, 20 miles. It's game time.
Missile warning.
12 o'clock. Hot. Brake light. Shit, spike under 6. Missile, 5 o'clock. Hot. Brake left. Bandit,
See how much he's paying
1
attention
o'clock.
to his evasion
2 miles.
techniques.
We've been hit.
Oh, I took a
Not enough.
grazing hit, but I'm still alive.
High. 7 o'clock.
It must have been a proximity explosion because I'm still alive. My
It's a
electronics.
14, you can survive one missile.
Yeah, but I'd have to see what happened. I have no idea what happened.
Well, I'm gonna guess you're the one that's
6 o'clock.
trailing smoke.
Bogey, Tomcat, 5 o'clock. 3 miles. He's under 6.
Yes.
Not on my F2. Well, now I'm dead.
Like I said, you were definitely the one trailing smoke, buddy.
I F2'd and looked out of my plane. I didn't see any, but that could have just been a graphics thing on my end.
And to answer your question on what happened there, Minnie,
Oh, you fired
Remember-
an IR missile.
remember, when you're closing into an engagement distance and you go defensive, one of the things you need to do immediately after you've defeated one of those missiles is make sure you have a bit closed, because you defeated the missile after I had closed to 4 nautical miles from you, was above you, diving down on your rear aspect with an AIM-9.
Wait, so what hit me first?
You got hit by the AIM-9. You defeated the 120. The 120 never touched you. I fired then maybe 10 seconds after the 120 was fired.
Okay,
I fired an
we're on.
AIM-9 at you.
Bandit,
Because I had
035,
closed
16
inside 5
miles.
nautical miles and I had a good shot on you, so I sent an AIM-9 out. That's what hit you the first time. The second one I fired at you was the other AIM-9 on my aircraft.
Okay, that makes
Because
sense.
remember when when you're engaging like that, your enemy, if they force you defensive, is going to press their attack. Now, obviously, you know, you're going to shoot back to force both sides defensive, but there's always the chance that, you know, that doesn't happen.
That's true. That's also why we lob aim 54s at long range, just to force them defensive and then close.
Mm-hmm.
I am back in the air.
Team, 12 o'clock low. 5 miles. Pickle tanks. Roger.
Those your shots, can't there?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they missed.
Yeah, I saw.
Send them again, because those were actually good fucking shots.
The first two were, yeah, Sparrows.
I saw 2 missiles go past my fucking pit. I turned into 2 of them actually, and I went fucking nap of the earth, and that's the only reason I defeated them. Honestly, was I was popping chaff and flare, and I had enough ground clutter to disappear into.
Yeah, the
That's your
first
slot.
two. Yeah, the first two were Sparrows. I did a really bad angle shot on a Sidewinder. What's that range?
Wilco.
Oh, I saw that missile too late. Nice shot. Well, I remember I need to adjust
We've
my
got
track
one
IR. Let me
bandit.
do that real
Raw.
quick.
355. 74 miles.
Yeah. That many is what I was saying when, you know, he did the exact same thing I
bandit
did
is
to you.
going
He
down.
closed while I was doing other things. I had to reacquire.
Yeah.
And in the midst of reacquiring,
Lost. He lost where I was and didn't see the missile coming.
Yep. And because I couldn't see the missile,
Kaboom.
Which that was also a sidewinder, so we didn't really have a warning on that one.
nope.
If I
But
wanted to
that's
be
why-
real
that's the
fucking
exact
tricky, I
same
could have
thing I
not
did
even
it.
locked him and just used the camera. Momentary lock and then break it, and the camera will maintain track. But yeah, those were good dodges on the Sparrows. I even spaced them a little bit so they would be a pain to dodge both.
Yeah, yeah, I could. The Sparrows were very nasty little fucking shots there, man. I was not fucking. I was amazed I survived them because I literally did. I'm not sure if you watched it, but I threaded the needle between the two missiles in the ground clutter. That was literally the only reason I survived. Was I sat there and went. I sat there and I was like, I'm gonna fucking die here, and then somehow threaded that fucking needle like a fucking G.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to watch the TACU on this afterwards.
Definitely.
Or yeah, that's the only way we're gonna know for sure exactly how what we're doing is defeating the missiles consistently. In terms of the chaff or burning.
Heads up, nails, 6 o'clock.
Energy.
Heads up, nails, 5 o'clock.
Immediately before you went under me, I threw a sidewinder at you, but I took way too long to actually get it off the rails. So it ended up just flying past you and hit the ground. Another thing you're going to do, Minnie, as you close with the enemy, you're going to want to start pushing your altitude down. If they'll let you.
Yeah. I've been diving every single time. I usually go into about a 30-degree dive, offset vertical, 30-degree dive vertically.
Before the missile is sent your way.
48 miles.
Yeah.
Because you stay at high altitude to extend your missile's range. As you close, you push farther down to shorten theirs and give you ground clutter.
By the way, I'm in front of you, Doolittle.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay. Just checking.
We're gonna be doing something fun with this one.
No, I don't want to fire a missile at you fucking AWACS.
Heads up, nails, 5 o'clock. And, nails, 12 o'clock. It's game time. Copy that. Missile, 12 o'clock. Hot. Break right.
Jester's cheating.
Hell, if Jester will help you, use it.
Missile, missile, missile.
Okay,
11 o'clock.
going off.
Hot. Break right. Alrighty, locking up 9 o'clock. Missile, missile.
You just
9
gotta pay
o'clock.
attention
Hot.
to
Break right.
make sure the missile's actually after you and not someone else.
Oh no, this one is.
In this case, yeah.
Yeah, in this case. Two missiles. Nope, nope, just one.
Missile, missile, missile. 10 o'clock.
Are you
Hot.
sure?
Break right.
No. 2 dead. Tried to use the mountain for cover, didn't work. Okay, back in the air.
Alright, so what did I do there, Minnie? Okay, I fired 2 missiles, but I'm assuming Canthier, based on Canthier was probably watching that and knows exactly what I did.
I know you stayed nose on, and guess by the 2 missiles thing, I'm assuming
and pickle.
you threw them out with a delay on the second one.
Kind of. So what I did first was I locked you up both with TWS. Alright? Oh, you can't hear you, son of a bitch. So the first thing I did was I locked you both with TWS. Alright? That is step 1 in pulling any of these.
Don't let them know there's a missile in the air and gaining energy.
Yep. So the next thing I did, Minnie, was I lofted a missile at an extreme range at you. Like, I fired my first shot at 33 nautical.
Okay, extreme range. Yeah, so you forced me defensive, and then I tried to use the mountain as cover, but I didn't. Where'd he go? Oh, no, we're still here. Tried to use the mountain as cover. Unfortunately, that gave you ample opportunity to fire a closer shot.
So that was one part of it. The second part, Minnie, was I fired a first shot, and then as you started to go defensive on the second shot and I was in closer distance, I then fired my second one across your maneuver path.
Second or third?
The second. I only fired 2 missiles at you. So as soon as that second missile acquired you, it chased you all the way in, and it had an acquisition in. Come on, track IR. Shit. I forgot I had a new aircraft.
Oh, I got nails on our nose, 12 o'clock.
Okay, why is my track IR not? I did not have my countermeasures on. That was an oversight.
A bit of an issue.
Yeah, I forgot that I had swapped aircraft.
Admittedly, countermeasure wouldn't have done much there.
No, you had a very good kill shot.
I was way too close for that missile, by the way.
What, the...
That was a Phoenix.
Oh, nice.
Like, it hadn't even gotten remotely up to speed yet.
But yeah, so what I did, Minnie, was I TWS'd you two, okay? And then I swapped targets. I fired one at you, waited until it had finished acquire, it was close enough that it would acquire. Swapped Canthier, fired one at Canthier, swapped back to you, waited until you had maneuvered down across, started your maneuver down across, fired a second one, swapped back to Canthier, and engaged him with a second one. Canthier, however, got low enough with his in between the shots that when I fired my second one, it didn't have enough time to track him in, and it couldn't acquire.
14, 1 o'clock, 5 miles.
Okay. So I dodged the missile without even knowing it was in the air.
Oh.
Yep.
Heads up, nails, 12 o'clock.
Okay, I'm moving
Where the fuck am I?
towards the area.
Meanwhile, Canthier's keeping his happy ass fucking happily screaming as best he can.
I'm heading back. I'm heading to an airfield because I have about 3,000 liters of fuel.
Good luck. I just respawn and take a different plane.
I intend to, but yeah, that little turn dog fight was done at over Mach 1 the entire way.
I know. I tried to get that shot off on you, saw it missed. I'm like, I can't keep up with his ass. I almost reacquired you for a fucking quick snapshot with the 120s, but you returned back just as I was going for it. I'm like, fuck, I've lost it.
The funny thing is, for most of that, I didn't actually know where he was. I was just using fucking data link.
That's a way to fly, man. How do you think I acquired you so quickly for that brief second that I did? I looked down, saw the data link, went, fuck, swing my radar low, and picked you up on my own radar.
Yeah, I can't exactly do that. If I had a human Rio, I could, but...
Alright, man.
I'm ready.
See how much you've been paying attention.
Paying attention, that's funny.
At least he's honest, I guess.
Fight's coming our way. Missile, missile, missile. 12 o'clock.
Visitors reporting missile.
Right,
Cheatsy
right.
mode.
Yeah, it's not cheatsy mode, just to accept the missile. Use it.
Now, in an actual mission, he's going to pick up a lot of extraneous missiles, so
6 o'clock.
pay attention to the direction he calls and what your RWR says.
That was a mistake.
What do you do?
Tried to terrain mask himself.
Ah, damn it. I had just gotten over the mountain, but it wasn't enough. Nope, it's dead.
Yep.
I came back
into the
to
mountain.
life, but no.
Came into the mountains camp there to go defensive, which terrain masking, smart idea. Unfortunately, he terrain masked into a high F-18, and as soon as he cleared the first peak, I just reacquired him and sent the missile back after him.
Yeah, it's... If they're above you and attacking, terrain masking doesn't really work.
You have to get a big-ass fucking hill or get the missile low enough as soon as you mask that when it noses to chase you briefly, it smacks itself into a hilltop.
I didn't have much of a chance. I even backed away. I was trying to gain distance from it, but I couldn't outrun it.
Now this is one of those meme shots. Now this is what we call a meme shot, Minnie.
Can't do that.
20 degrees on the nose up angle, and
Got it.
Fox.
Yeah, too
Tanks are
fast.
gone.
That's totally the worst to describe this. I'm landing. Also, this is a hilariously short runway.
Shit, forgot you were landing, can't hear. Fuck, break that lock, break that lock, break that lock, break that
I'm
lock.
on the
Break that
ground.
lock, break that lock. Yeah, no, I just lobbed a missile at your AWACS.
I think it's set to invincible, isn't it, Star?
We'll find out.
That's
Like
like I
something-
don't remember.
I did that mission like a few months ago, and
Yeah,
We
I
have
just
a,
needed a fucking 120.
We have a
Like, I got this will be fine.
030,
Great, this will be the practice.
46
I'll shoot
miles.
the Canthier.
Copy.
We'll mean this a shot pretty far.
I'd also like to mention there's an airfield northeast of Kataisi that isn't really marked on the map. There's like it has the pavement marked, but not the actual airfield.
Gotcha.
And it's not even the one with the parking area. It's just the helicopter base.
Yeah,
that
I
just
basically
fucking landed
took a suborbital AMRAAM shot just to see how far I could lob the bitch. And it's currently at Angels 70. With a speed of 860 knots.
Oh, we got nails right on our 6. Roger.
That. You're good.
Okay, we're on. Missile, missile, missile. 10 o'clock high.
Fast.
Right.
That.
That's
Hey,
impacts.
Jester is reporting a missile. I don't know if that's the orbital one.
That's probably the suborbital.
Yeah,
missile.
because I'm not getting an RWR ping.
Always pay attention to what direction he's calling the missile in.
10 o'clock.
Nails,
It's
12
not
o'clock.
getting anything. Right now, the RWR. Normally, I get like 2 extra seconds of Jester's head warning, and then my RWR goes off when pitbull.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't get anything, so I'm guessing Jester's with his eagle eyes spotting the orbital missile.
Quite possible. And we also see how much more minis paid attention.
It's fun.
Fucking frequency is the
Unable. Unable.
No, really, what the fuck frequency is AWACS on?
251.
Copy that.
I would just like to point out this missile is still fucking chasing its target all the way in. Alright, good, Mini. You're getting better. You're locking your target.
Yeah, this time Jester's not fighting me.
He's bound to be.
Well, I mean, he's always screaming in the back.
Missile, 12 o'clock high.
Hey, missile, warning, breaking.
Damn it, I lost the watch. He's on a nose spike, 12 o'clock. Missile, 4 o'clock. Hot, break left.
No, dance down there, Mini.
See down there works at long range, or if you're a cliff dancer, or a canyon dancer, which the 14 is not.
All the time you spend dancing down there, Mini, doesn't help you.
Missile, 12 o'clock. Hot, break left. Missile, 5 o'clock. Hot, break right. My bad, break left.
And this is the reason why.
Watch that spike, 11 o'clock. Nail, 7 o'clock. The sync rate is too high.
My thing is just flashing M everywhere.
Yeah, you want to take a guess as to why?
I'm guessing that's because they're everywhere.
What was that? Just was yelling.
My RWR is just flashing M everywhere.
Hmm.
I'm
That
alive.
sounds like it's above you.
Probably. Somehow I lived without taking a single hit. Yet, that I know of.
I'd just like to say,
Okay, that's something.
Missile,
Jester,
8
drop
o'clock.
flares, please.
Hot, break right. There is a bandit, F-18, 8 o'clock
would you like to
low,
say, Stark?
1 mile. Missile, 7 o'clock.
I said,
Hot.
I'd like to say,
Watch it,
no.
6 o'clock.
Jester, dump flares! God damn it, Jester.
We took some
And you have control of the flares. Why you
No, I chose chaff.
There's a reason the pilot should take flares.
Yeah.
chaff?
I
So,
Less
Mini,
effective than
what went wrong?
Jester, being a dick.
No.
I saw
What
that
went
missile
wrong,
launch.
Mini, we're talking about before. Why the fuck did an F-14 let an F-18, a BVR engagement, close enough to use fucking AIM-9s against it? Why was I able to flood the air, Mini?
Mini? Just admit. It's stupid.
The reason was you tried to canyon dance, terrain mask, and continue closing. If you get engaged, break out, and re-engage. The fight's already not on your terms. You were literally... Minnie, I'm watching you on radar, turning in circles in front of the F-18 that's at Angels 25, and it's just quietly pittering its way towards you. Turn, break through a hill, and run.
Minnie, the way if you're getting closed on and there's a missile going after you, and you're in terrain like this, find a canyon
and run.
Fly down it. You were in mountains. Okay,
Maybe
you were in hills. Either way, there's little fucking valleys.
They will break up the radar picture enough that the missile will lose you enough times that it's not going to track you effectively. But the key point is you need to get out of that engagement, because every time you finally defeated a missile, what did I do? I fired another one and kept getting closer.
Because my RWR always had M. I'm back in
We've
there.
got nails on our 12.
Interesting.
You got it.
Okay.
Roger. Yep. Drop external tanks and pickle.
The fuck was what noise? I don't know.
Friendly. 025, 28 miles. Angels 4. Party time!
Okay, worked.
It's your bad day, bad day, bad day. Okay, it worked.
That was flaps to aid in maneuvering. Not to make the aircraft more controllable, but to generate extra lift.
Let's go for something fun now.
Jester, he is not at 4 o'clock.
Nails on our nose. 12 o'clock. Roger. Unable.
Fuck off with your PSTT bullshit.
Unable.
You respawn, Minnie?
Yeah, I'm in there.
Not able. Roger.
So how many missiles did you fire at me?
Oh, I just staggered 5 as I closed from fucking 30 nautical to close enough to shoot your ass.
Heads up, nails 5
I
o'clock.
saw that fucking IR one go off too, and I'm like, Jester, do your thing. And Jester's like picking his nose back there, finding a piece of candy buried in his fucking nostril. I got an 18 behind me. Hello. Turning
No,
around.
I didn't fire anything holes. That was just making a point.
Oh, I know. You have me lock hold. I've got nothing to kill you. I'm trying to work on something else.
Roger. Friendly, Tomcat, 11 o'clock, 6 miles. Roger. Heads up, nails, 6 o'clock, and a spike.
It must be merged.
O'clock. Lights on. We've got a bandit. F-18, 12 o'clock, 1 mile. No can do.
Oh, those are guns. Hi.
6 o'clock.
I saw those tracers.
6 o'clock. Three o'clock.
3 o'clock. What gesture are you? What clock are you on?
4 o'clock.
Who is he calling out?
He was
Also
saying,
me.
no, I don't know. He just said, well, he went from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock pretty quickly, and I don't know. Ah, shit. Thanks, Jester. All right, now he's just quiet in the back. Think about what you've done. Ah, shit.
Minnie, do you have data link set up?
9 o'clock high. Spike. 9 o'clock.
Hi, okay.
2 o'clock high.
Minnie, do you have data link set up?
No idea.
Time for that pilot shit.
What do you mean no idea? Did you set it up or not?
No. If it requires me to actually set it up, no.
It requires you telling Jester to set the host.
Yeah, it would be a no.
2
Well, you
o'clock
should.
high.
Probably. Light out. There he is.
I think I lost all resource 6. He's right behind us. We've been hit.
That was a hit. Oh, well,
We're badly damaged.
that gets rid of the RWR. Thanks. That was annoying. Ah, you hit my engine. I'm dead.
You have more than one engine, Minnie.
Nah, I can't dogfight him. Oh, I think he hit my afterburner. Or something.
Minnie, your afterburner is part of your engine.
I've lost most
He's on a 6. Coming left.
thrust.
You realize I've gone dogfighting with only one engine before, right?
Watch it. 6
14.
o'clock. 6 o'clock. Coming left.
Actually, it was the last time we were on this map.
Oh, we're badly damaged. 8 o'clock high. 4 o'clock
I think
high.
all my engines are out. Yeah, I don't have any engine power.
Yeah, you're flamed out, Minnie.
He's on our 6.
Oh, saved.
Bandit is down.
Can't there's like Minnie, turn your data light on. Minnie, turn your data on. Minnie! I'm looking at him. For you.
Seriously. Like, I'm watching him fucking just pull up behind you on Daylink.
I kind of thought he was merged because the RWR position kept changing way too fast.
Yes, it did, Minnie, because
You
I
have
would,
more
I would,
tools than just the RWR, and the RW is the least accurate of your tools.
Minnie, you want to know what I was doing? I would lock you, kick my radar up to scan you high, roll super fucking low into terrain mask, and then I would pop up underneath you.
That explains why I couldn't find you.
Both of those times when I closed into that engagement with you, I would roll up from underneath you and then shoot you.
Tanks are out of
Yep,
Look
here.
at just into
Yeah,
a 27 and show him how that trick works.
What with electro-optical?
Even with radar. Fucking terrain mask canyon dancing.
Oh god, fuck that. I'm not canyon dancing with Su-27. I know the limits of my aircraft.
Get ready.
Because the 16 can do that too, though.
Yeah.
Well, actually, about as good, and maybe even better,
What, Canyon Dance?
because it's got 120s. Yeah.
Miles. Angels 13. Wilco.
But yeah, earlier you were asking about the oh shit, or I hope this works
Yeah.
thing. I was close to smacking the ground in my maneuvers, and one of the things one of my tricks is I throw flaps down just for extra lift to avoid the ground.
F-14. 12 o'clock. 6 miles.
It only in the 14. It only works if your wings are extended,
Target.
but
4 miles. We locked it, buddy.
Oh, that's you.
Mini.
Hi.
You got it.
Reagan lock.
Are you locked right now, Minnie?
No, I locked Canther.
Okay.
I'm like, how? You're we're right on top of each other.
I hit pal.
He's dead, by the way, so he's on the other side of the mountains.
I'm moving towards him. I saw him explode.
Yeah, Minnie saw me die. But Minnie got harassed into the fucking ground with the,
I couldn't.
When he said both engines were out, yeah, he was fucked.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
literally, he initially only had lost one, but then I hit him with a second burst, and I saw this huge kick-ass, like, puff of smoke, and then he started just trailing all that fucking stuff off his aircraft. I'm like, oh, okay, he's trashed. I'm gonna practice trying to pilot snipe.
I couldn't get the F-14 in its ideal turn rate. It's going
Fuck
too
that ideal
fast.
turn rate, just get turning.
Well, the ideal turn speeds are at like Mach 0.5.
Fuck ideal turn speed. Fuck ideal turn speed, just get turning.
Burn.
Well, I was,
Your F-14 will turn better than my F-18 will in a heartbeat. Just because I have a better AOA doesn't mean I have a better turn.
There is a very narrow speed window that the 18 can outturn the 14. If you're just flying around the speedometer, then it doesn't
We have
matter.
a Bandit.
Yep.
025. 51 miles.
Now, if I can force the fight into a point where my high AOA means more than your turn rate, now we're in, that window where you're fucked. But otherwise, I'm not going to turn with you.
Yep. We were going too fast.
No, we weren't. You would have still outturned me at the speeds we were at.
I was in a dogfight at Mach 1.
You were out turning my 14. I was at full AOA on my thing for my speed. I couldn't turn any faster.
If you aren't G-locked, Mini, you can
I
turn
wasn't.
faster in the 14.
I couldn't. It was buffeting. The plane would not let me turn any faster at that speed. Whatever we were doing.
Unless you're
Okay,
stalling.
Missile. 6 o'clock high. Hot. Break
6
left.
o'clock high.
That's me.
Oh.
Yeah, friendly 6 o'clock high? Yeah, that's me. Just making gas at. Okay, okay for this.
Missile warning.
Missile. 10 o'clock high. Hot. Break right.
Oh, fuck.
Bippity boppity boom.
I went night-night.
Watch your G's.
I'm about to... Oh, hey, I'm alive.
Missile. 8 o'clock.
Only to die about 2 seconds here.
Why the pessimism, man?
I'm still... lasting longer than I thought I would.
8 o'clock. And a spike. 7 o'clock.
Percentage shaft, that's right.
Have you set your data link, Mini?
The answer is still no.
Why not, Mini?
Is that another hint?
It's a hint every single time you spawn to start to set up your data link. It gives you so much more fucking situational awareness. For example, like where enemies are, the Jester isn't picking up.
Well, I know where he is. Based on the RWR.
No, the RWR doesn't tell you shit.
Well, it
It's
shows
not even an accurate bearing. Like, I can tell you how far away from you... I can tell you how far away from you he is, what his altitude is, and what his relative bearing is, or his course is.
Not defeated.
Which one?
All of them, to my knowledge.
Mm-hmm. This is why you turn your fucking data link on.
It won't actually tell you anything about missiles, usually. Not on this aircraft.
But he would also, you know, get your information on where I am and what I'm doing.
Break left.
And the fact he's been nose on to you the entire time, so he's had plenty of time to drop more missiles.
And we'll just continue the lesson.
Missile, 1 o'clock. Hot. Break left.
Here we are.
Jesus, he's fucking canyon dancing
We
again,
have a
can't
flight at
be.
7 o'clock.
Vinny, why is your speed nothing?
Missile, 8
Details.
o'clock. Hot.
Yeah,
Break
I'm
right.
The 14 is not meant to dogfight.
Missile, missile, missile. 9
If you're in a
o'clock.
dogfight
Hot.
situation,
Break right.
you should be in burner and leaving.
Well,
Because you
Or
can outrun
turning,
anything short of an
You're
eagle
forced into the fight.
or a MiG-25.
And we'll just do one more for good measure.
Missile, 5 o'clock. Hot. Break
Minnie, have you
right.
figured out where I am yet?
I know generally where you are. You're to my north.
Not really.
Correction, 0330.
Nope.
Missile, 6 o'clock. Hot.
Especially since 0330 isn't a bearing mini.
330.
I mean, I'll give him some credit. He did mask himself from the AWACS at least.
Yeah. God damn it, Mini.
Bandit, Hornet, 4 o'clock. 3 miles. 12 o'clock. Four o'clock.
O'clock.
That's a buddy. You spiked a buddy.
Reagan.
Hi, that's me.
Hi, how are you?
Roger that.
Found you.
Target, 3 miles.
You know how to set up your data link, Mini?
Uh,
That was interesting.
no, not at the moment.
What do you mean not at the moment? Either you
I-
do or you don't.
Don't remember. There he is.
Talk to Jester. Go to Datalink. Set host. Dark Star.
Can't theory is just having a small
We
and
lost a friendly.
Mini, that's me, genius.
Target, 3 miles. Copy.
Oh, but there he is. Rocks the wrong target.
This is false. I'm being screwed with. Let me guess. Doolittle took a 14.
No, he didn't.
I don't even have 14 many.
All I know is I evaded.
Did you many?
The answer is yes.
Was that you I just hit Camp Theory, or was that many?
That was me.
Oh.
I was gonna say, I'm like, yes.
Oh, I got nails on her nose, 12 o'clock. And, oh, a spike, 12 o'clock. And, oh, nails, 4 o'clock. Can't do that. Target, 3 miles. Tights on, 12 o'clock high. 8 o'clock high. Oh, splash.
Gotcha.
That's better, Minnie.
Yeah, it took all my fuel to do it, but hey. And by all, I mean, I have 1,000.
And therein lies the rub of the problem of what you're doing there, Minnie. If I make you waste all of your fuel, are you useful for the mission?
If the Hornet is outlasting you in the fuel game, and you're in the 14, you are doing something very wrong.
Oh, well, right now I'm just literally trying to practice defense.
Right,
So
but practicing defense is practicing the whole aspects of defense properly, which means when you're defending, you get out of the situation you shouldn't be in,
That's
which
pretty
is
much
defensive to an F-18. Because I'm taking shots at you at engagement distances that should be a Phoenix engagement. I'm doing that by being fast, high, and lofting a missile at you as soon as I lock you up, for the express purpose of forcing you to go defensive when you're trying to shoot me. It does work. That's why people do it. That's why I'm willing to loft an AMRAAM into its maximum range, or past it. Because I know that just the sheer of being shot at, you have to treat as an active threat. Even if it's not going to hit you. It could have no chance of fucking hitting you, but are you going to gamble your aircraft against a missile warning? Exactly. Because there's always that off chance that 35 nautical mile AIM-120 shot that I've lofted up to Angel 60 comes down and smacks you in the fucking face when it acquires you.
Or hell, it could have been launched by someone in the mountains. Who's a lot closer.
You just don't know.
Think.
You have to go defensive. Which, because the RWR only gives you, hey, something's locking you, and hey, something's shotting you. So if you get those warnings, I force you to go defensive. Then, because you're not disengaging and coming back in on your terms, every time you dance back and forth in the mountains like that, I just keep relocking you and I shoot another missile at you. I pin you up against the wall defensive. And then you're doing none of your job as cap pilot or as, you know, an escort pilot, because all you're doing is defending yourself. And I'm just closing to a distance. I'm just quietly closing, maybe spending 2 AMRAAMs to pin you in place, and then my 3rd AMRAAM has a position to kill you if I really decide to wait long enough just to shoot it at you.
The last time I disengaged.
In other words, shoot back for 1 to force a double defensive, and 2, once you go defensive, you're going to see most pilots turn all the way out of the engagement before they turn around and come back in.
That's what so
you should not be merging.
Well, I'm intentionally not shooting back to practice worst case defensive, so in my
shoot back
and run away. And even
what I did last time.
or just run.
Even in that case, Minnie, Mad Dog a fucking missile my direction and run.
Because
I have to
a
treat
missile at
Mad
them,
Dogs
even if you don't expect it to do anything, is still part of
my
defensive.
defensive. Because if I have a Mad Dog Phoenix come screaming off the rails and my aircraft goes, oh fuck, it just pinged us, I have to dodge. Because that Mad Dog Phoenix is going to turn and go, come here, bitch.
Yeah,
Why do you
last
think
time
one of the things
I
I
did
do when I
disengage.
get locked from the front with the AIM-120s is I hit the fire button and then turn? Because Mad Dogging a missile off the rails means that somebody out there somewhere's RWR just went batshit and they have to dodge. It buys me time to maneuver.
I'm back in the air, by the way.
I'll be responding in a sec. Part of defensive tactics is literally getting yourself not just defeating the missile, that's the first step. That's just the I'm not going to immediately die step. The next part of your defensive tactics is, hey, I need to get myself out of the situation I'm in. What do I do to do so?
You have to give them something to do other than shoot at you.
Alright. Let's see if it works. Well, I know it'll work.
And turn your fucking data link on if you haven't already.
Oh, yeah.
Like, most of this should be done on the ground, but since we're doing this with the air start, set up like things that you check whenever you spawn. Like master arm, like data link.
Yes, sir.
Dark Star?
Yes, it's the
Okay.
only option.
That's set.
Bandit 2 ship bra 025, 59 miles. No can do. Can do that.
This is an F-14. You should be exceedingly hard.
Target
For me to
56
kill.
miles.
When I say exceedingly hard, I mean so. Like, there's literally videos and training techniques for F-18 pilots on how to close with an F-14 because those Phoenixes are so fucking dangerous.
Well, right. I would have already fired a Phoenix at you from this range if I was
fire one.
actually-
Do it!
Okay.
This is
And
part
actually,
of defensive
you shouldn't be
tactics.
firing a Phoenix at this range quite yet. If
Wow.
you, well, expect
For
and
the-
expect to kill him.
You're right.
Target.
That's exactly.
Because you know, looking at the RWR, you know that's an 18, so you can let him get a little bit closer before launching him off the rails.
Yeah, but I
Because he's only armed with AMRAAMs.
You're not really forcing me defensive early. You're just telling me, hey, this is where I am.
Yeah, because you outrange him. You can force him defensive early while still throwing a kill shot.
Heads up, nails 5 o'clock. It's game time. Oh, you son of a... I lost the lock.
Like now-ish, assuming you're at a good
You've
launch
got
altitude
a
and
friendly
speed,
now.
you could
Yeah,
throw a
we're
missile
back
and get a
220,
decent
1
expected
mile.
kill.
Angels 20.
I already threw one. He went behind the mountain to dodge it.
Not able.
Hey, Minnie, what's your altitude?
It is low. 20,000.
Why are you low? You are on the offensive. Go to Angels
You're
30.
a 14.
Go park your ass at Angels 30. Right the fuck
You,
now.
at this distance, you should be at Angels 30 and now starting to dive
7 o'clock high.
or descend.
Hot.
Aww. I went night-night again.
Also, learn to manage your fucking G's. You're in a 14. You shouldn't be
And
wrecking
ground.
out because you'll rip your
He
wings
just
off.
died, didn't he?
I woke up and saw white.
And that many is how an F-18 can defeat you, even if you, get that shot at it.
I just fucked up. I shouldn't have pulled so hard.
Correct.
Okay, back in the air.
Nails on our nose. 12 o'clock. We have a friendly 035, 37 miles. Angels 13. Roger that.
Oh, shut up, Jester.
No, sir. No can do.
Jester being a
It's
bitch.
game time.
Yes, he
Friendly.
is.
210, 1 mile. Angels 21. No, sir. Can't do that.
My AWACS is being fucking useless.
Oh, I just heard Fire Department Chronicles say the oh so
I'm
famous
gonna save the
words.
day.
It's like herding cats.
Nails on our nose. 12 o'clock. I can't do that, boss. Bandit 025, 39 miles. Roger. I can't do that. Friendly F-14, 1 o'clock, 7 miles. Dropping tanks. Unable.
Oh, hi, Canter.
Hi.
No can do, man. Unable.
Come on, Jester.
Not able. Not able. Okay. No can do, boss. Unable. Missile. 1 o'clock. Hot. Break left.
Jester just
Missile.
missile
1
warning.
o'clock. Hot. Break left.
Not getting an RWR tone. Must be at you.
Missile. 2 o'clock. Hot. Break left. Missile. 2 o'clock. Hot. Break left. Missile. 11 o'clock. Hot. Break right.
That's me.
Whoa, we got nails 3 o'clock. And another spike. 3 o'clock. We have a bandit. 070, 81 miles. Unable, man. Missile, 12 o'clock. Hot. Break right. Bandit, F-18, 12 o'clock. 3 miles. Spike.
Yep, there it is.
I get you too, Canthe, or did you make it?
I'm good.
Spawning back in.
This is why I'm in it.
I think I might have broken my RWR.
Wait, really? Did it nick you or just not kill you?
No, you haven't hit me,
Gotcha.
but it's still giving me missile warning.
I
okay, there's a friendly 030, 12 miles. Angels 2. Heads up, nails, 12 o'clock. This is it. Bandit, raw. 030, 32 miles. Friendly, F-14, 12 o'clock row. 6 miles. Okay? No, sir, unable. Dropping the tanks. Roger. Unable. Unable, man.
yeah, fuck off with the whole home field.
Missile, 1 o'clock. Hot. Break left. Not able. Unable, man. Nails, 12 o'clock. Bandit, raw, 060, 88 miles. No can do, boss. No can do. Copy. He's locked. Target, 17 miles. Hey, bud, we got nail, 6 o'clock. Lost lock. Damn it, I lost the lock again. That's a F-18. Target, 8 miles. Missile, missile, missile. We're hit. Bandit is going down.
You got me.
Oh, we're heavily damaged.
Because you closed to point blank range with me at my altitude when I still had AIM-9s on board.
I'm still flying, but
X's at that. Oh, fuck off, Jester.
I didn't even see him fire it. When did you fire?
They're 9X's. Of course you aren't going to see them fire.
They are not 9Xs.
In the Hornet?
The Hornet started not with 9Xs on the dogfight map.
Yeah.
They're what, Papas?
Well, I was staring right at you, zoomed in, and I didn't even see him fire. So, that's why I was wondering when you fired him. Because you went behind the hill to mask the first missile. The hot terrain hide from it, and then you came out from it.
Out in the valley, came up the middle, had another missile in my face, and went, yep, I'm not going to be able to defeat this one because I have no maneuver room. I locked you, and because I can still radar fire an AIM-9 off of the Hornet, locked you, put my nose towards you, pulled the trigger at 4.3 nautical miles, and I was ripping along at almost 600 knots. That missile fucking came screaming off the rail, and we were head
20
on each other.
miles,
You were
Angels
not
4.
touching. I basically made the choice decision of, if I'm dying, I'm taking you with me.
So I take it you traded then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless
Well,
you fired a Phoenix into that fight too, in which case one of your missiles hit me. But
Not recently.
I defeated the first missile that came in on me because I just rolled and massed into the hill.
Mm-hmm.
But
Then
Minnie, did you see how instead of doing what you've been doing, where you'll turn in place in the valley, essentially, I picked a direction and ran it. That's what you want to do to defeat a missile if you're terrain masking to defeat it.
That is what got you killed, though, in this case.
Well, yeah, because I couldn't turn out and away from you. I had to turn into you with
Yeah.
fucking only A9s on the board. I'm not going to beat a fully loaded F-14 without the pilot being a, complete fucking I don't know how to lock targets and shoot level of idiot. The only reason I had a good chance of killing you was you closed with me. I don't know why you burned in so close to me and got so low with me.
Because you were too... I was still alive at the end of it, but I had to
Your
close because of
F-14
the
is
radar.
damaged, yes?
Oh yeah, it got damaged.
That is not a win.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's
Boss
it's
can't do
less
that.
of a loss than dying.
But you're also you now have to limp that aircraft home. And
This
hope
is
it
true.
doesn't break on the way home. And it's a haul back to your airbase.
Bandit, 045, 76 miles.
I I'm in the ears, by the way.
And there's so many things that could have gone wrong with you. I could have your, for all you know, your landing gear's broken right now. And now you're going to have to belly land this F-14 and tear it up even more.
Okay.
Which, admittedly, there are
He's
protocols
locked.
for that on
Target,
carriers.
71 miles.
The point that I'm making with it is, I guess, is if you
But
have
are
the
combat
option menu,
ineffective.
yeah, if you have the option menu to stay back and stay high and shoot missiles down at me until I just run out of gas or have to run away, stick with that option. Don't burn yourself into a fight. I burned into the fight with you because I'm carrying AIM-9s and I'm not going to outrun you.
The Hornet loves to be at knife fight range against a 14.
Yes, because I remove your biggest advantage over me, which is your Phoenixes. And if
Actually,
I'm carrying a proper loadout,
65
I've got
miles.
AIM-9 X-rays, and I'm just going to burn past you, and in one of those burn pasts, rip an off-bore sight shot on you and murder you.
Roger.
Because remember, the only reason that you survive a lot of the dogfights when we get into those turn fights where I just can't get my nose on you is because I don't have
I'm
X-rays.
dropping
You
tank.
have to assume your Hornet pilots, when you fight them, will carry X-rays and will off-bore sight you.
Unable.
And I can still technically off-bore sight you with the fucking AIM-9 series.
Yeah,
it's
I
just
can't do
not
that.
as effective.
I
Yeah,
can't
there's
do
a
that.
reason I didn't put X-rays in for BVR because
I can't do that.
the 14, really only the 18, and I don't count the 16 because reasons. Stop limit.
Roger.
I kind of do agree with like the whole thing.
Unable.
That it is overpowered, and since this is meant to be a PvP mission,
Don't make
I'm
training
gonna have
mission.
Well, yeah.
They really need to come out with some good Red 4 modern aircraft, aside from the 17.
Yeah. And give them the missiles that would compete with the fucking X-ray. Because that
No, sir, can't do that.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that's... Let me hear my cough again.
Sorry, my room's warm.
But that is the problem with the,
Unable.
Like of all the mentioned in development airplanes, how many of them are
All of them? Except for the Hind.
There's a big 23.
Okay, I don't think the Big 23 counts as a modern competitive aircraft.
I don't know. But
Heads
one
up,
still
nails.
stands.
6 o'clock.
Really, all you can say is the MiG-23.
Yeah, boss, can't do that.
That's it. Maybe there's something else, unless I'm not thinking of it. I guess you could maybe include some of the French fighters as Red 4 because that sometimes is the case.
You have to. Because they're the only thing that's remotely modern, comparatively.
And they still only have Fox 1, so it's the 2005. Or 2000C. Big difference. The 5, for some reason, can carry way more missiles. And apparently different missiles. Which is still kind of pissed off at Rasmus for not actually doing that. Because that plane is fucking amazing. It floats.
No
That's what
can
I
do.
saw. But it's just, its missile capacity is ass.
Bullshit, Darkstar. I could literally see the data link contact.
But yeah, so to put it in, to put it in perspective there, Manny, when you're going defensive, shit a missile at your opponent and run away. Because expect your opponent to shit a missile back at you and do the same thing. And if you don't, then you're just basically your goal is to turn around and get back on your opponent before they can do the same thing to you, because then you take the initiative. That's what those opening salvos trade, is who gets the initiative in the fight. And you don't want to be the low aircraft while your opponent's high, shooting missiles at you while you're sitting there and going, no daddy.
Now, caveat. You want to get lower as you approach. but you don't want to be underneath them while they know you're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like the situation I'm kind of in right now.
You're the only one on the server, Mini.
Oh,
So if there's an enemy above you, you have manufactured them in your mind.
cool.
But remember, Minnie, when I came burning in low and I popped up on you twice like that? That's why you can't be reliant on just your RWR, because your RWR tells you, hey, I'm taking a radar contact from this direction, but what's my altitude? You don't know. You can't tell.
yeah,
The
but
RWR won't tell you.
Correct. But that's mostly irrelevant when you're dodging the missile.
It's incredibly relevant.
It's incredibly relevant. It tells you where your next shot's going to come from. It tells you how they're setting you up to kill you.
What can you terrain mask against? Are they low? Then it's easy to terrain mask against. Are they high? It's harder. Are they directly above you and throwing a missile down at you, in which case terrain mask is impossible.
Yeah, in which case at that point you're just what we
case-
call fucked.
And depending on